Welcome to today's video and to my bare face. I have a bunch of new makeup releases that I've been trying behind the scenes, and now I'm ready to try them on camera so I can give you guys my full thoughts on these, let you know whether you should purchase or pass. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts and seeing what I picked up, then just keep watching. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Heather. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you guys love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe. Click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. But with that being said, let's get into the video. So as I mentioned, I have a bunch of new stuff that I want to use on camera. I have been using these behind the scenes for a couple of weeks now. Some of these I picked up after filming my new makeup release videos. Some of them I bought on sale. Some I got in BoxyCharm. I actually have doubles of some products. I have three bronzers, two blushes, two foundations, another blush, a highlighter, a mascara. I have a brow gel, a concealer, and also the little NYX Proix Stick. But let me go ahead and get you guys zoomed in, and then we will get started. I've already filled in the brows, and I primed my skin. If you're interested in any other products that I don't mention in this video, I always link everything in my description box. But I want to start with the Polite Society More Than a Pretty Face Foundation. It says so much more than just a foundation. This skincare meets makeup hybrid was created using only vegan, non-toxic, and good-for-you ingredients that help support healthy skin function. Next generation long-wearing, weightless pigments may make real skin quickly and completely cover, correct, and treat skin for a comfortable perfection. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I have been using this for about 2 weeks, and I don't know about like the skincare aspect of it because I do follow a skincare routine, but as for the rest of the creams, I completely agree. I think this is beautiful. I got mine in the shade Fair Cool, and it's actually a little bit too dark for me, but I can make it work. I don't think this is full coverage. To me, it's more of a medium, but I like a medium full coverage, so I'm really happy with it. I really love the packaging. And also my favorite way to apply it is with a brush, but you can use a brush or a sponge. They both work really well. So I'm just going to dot this on my face, but let me actually pull my hair up. I always forget. Now that my hair is pulled up, I'm going to just dot this along the face, and then I'll use the brush on one side and the sponge on the other so you guys can, decide what you think is best. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with me or not. But I'm going to use my Sigma F47 multitasker brush. This is my favorite foundation brush. It's just, it doesn't leave those lines and stuff on your face. I just really enjoy it. But I'm just going to blend this out. This is more of a medium full, I would definitely say. You can build it up a little. It totally has a skin-like finish. It's not luminous, but it's not matte either. It's more of that in-between, and I really do enjoy those types of foundations. See, you can still see like this sunspot on my face. I have a little hyperpigmentation here from breakouts and stuff. You can kind of see that as well, but it covers and just evens out my skin tone. I really, really like this a lot. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. It wears really, really well. I do have a more normal to dry skin type, so I don't have a lot of issues with foundations breaking up on me and stuff, but I do have issues with foundations looking patchy, like around my nose and my mouth, and I don't have those issues with this at all. It just looks really beautiful, and I really like it. Highly recommend it. And now I'm going to go in with a beauty blender on this side. I'll just show you guys what this side looks like with the sponge. It really just works with either one, a sponge or a brush, but my preference is a brush. It used to be a sponge, but after I tried those Sigma multitasker brushes, I just love those for foundation so much. I typically will do the brush and then just tap over it with the sponge a little when I'm done. I'm just building this up a little bit. Try to cover up some of this redness. And here is the foundation. I think it looks really beautiful on the skin. I probably need to put some on my ears since the color matches off. And my ears stay so red. Around my eyes look crazy, but the foundation looks beautiful. I'm interested in probably trying to pick up another shade. But I typically just use these to mix and make it my correct shade. It's a little yellow leaning for me, but knowing me, I probably just picked up the wrong shade. I'm terrible at shade matching myself, but I really do enjoy it. I think it's really beautiful. The next thing I want to talk about, though, is something that I do not like, and it is the NYX Proix Stick. I have it in the shade Light 2, I believe. Go to Pink. I had high hopes for this. I really did. I'm hesitant to even put it under my eye because I hate how it looks, but for the sake of the video, I will. It's too heavy for under my eye. I do have fine lines, but my dark circles are so bad that I really wanted this to work. But I am 35 years old, and like I said, I do have fine lines. So I think if you didn't, maybe you would like it more than me, but honestly, I think it looks very heavy and I just don't like the way it looks. And I feel like this is a product that I truly wasted my money on, which sucks, but you don't know until you try. I think it looked good on the face, but not under the eye. I'm just blending this out with my Singe Beauty E02 concealer brush eye. This is the best concealer brush I've ever used in my whole time in using and loving makeup. It's so good. It's so densely packed and so small. It just fits into the shape of your under eye so perfectly, and it doesn't pick up too much product. For me, even the most full coverage concealers do not cover my dark circles very well, and this brush really helps me get the fullest coverage out of all of my concealers, and I really do enjoy it. But here it is up close. I don't know if you guys can see, but it looks really heavy right here. I'm not into it. And it doesn't matter how much product you use. It looks the same no matter what you do. I'm probably not going to even add it to this side because why hate both sides of my face after applying makeup, you know? But next, let's talk about the concealer. I actually bought this on recommendation from one of you guys. This is the Yensa Super Serum Silk Concealer with vitamin C, E, ferulic. There's all kinds of stuff in there. I'm not trying to sound crazy, but it's crease proof, full coverage serum concealer infused with skincare benefits. And I really like this a whole lot. This was a great recommendation, and I truly thank you for it. I love finding full coverage concealers. Now, even the most fullest coverage concealers, you can still see my dark circles. They're very prominent. So this one comes close, though, in all honesty. I really like the doe foot on it. It's really thin and just natural looking. in the best way, but it does cover very well and blends out really nicely, wears really well. I wouldn't say it's crease proof because I do have fine lines, but it's very, very close. It creases less than the Huda Beauty one, and that one's my favorite. So I really love it a lot. So thank you so much for recommending it to me. But I'm just going to like slightly blend this out, blend it down, and I'll use my foundation brush to go like over the edges. But I like to let it get tacky at this point, and then I'll go back over it. Ever since I picked this concealer up, it is the only one that I've used in my whole collection. I really, really enjoy it a lot. And you know, sometimes concealers that don't crease that much, they are more drying, and this one isn't. It looks good even on my dry skin. If you have oily skin, you will definitely really love it. But like I said, even with my dry skin, I really enjoy it a lot. It's just a good freaking product. Now I'm going to use my beauty blender and just tap around these edges. I know I look a little crazy because of my eyelids. I'm just going to go in with a little more of this concealer and use it today as my base. So before I do something about looking like a complete ghost, I'm going to go in with the ABH Brow Freeze Gel. Listen, if you guys have been here, you know how much I love my ABH Brow Freeze in the like little pot. This is so freaking good. I am definitely going to pick this up in the full size. I grabbed the mini, but I love this so much. Way more than I do that brow freeze. And it's a lot easier to work with because it has this applicator. I love the applicator. It's got the little comb, like a short one and then a long one on the other side. Such a freaking great product. It's like a super strong hold. You can like kind of use the flat edge of it to apply it and then use the short brush to brush them up. I like it. Doesn't make my brows look white. You know how some of it gives you like that white cast or they look flaky and crunchy. It doesn't do that, but it really holds them in place better than any brow gel or brow product that I have ever tried, and I just really enjoy it. It's such a great product. I just think it looks so freaking good. And I like that it really helps blend in my brow pencil. Okay, so the bronzer that I picked up is a powder, and the blush is a cream. So we're going to go ahead and go in with the blush. This is the LYS Higher Standard Cream Glow Blush Stick, and I have it in the shade Curvy, which is a perfect peach. Love the packagings, just like the bronzer, and so is the formula. I love this so much. This is a deeper shade, but totally works for me. I like to put it on the back of my hand, and I can go ahead and show you guys a swatch of it. It's so pretty, so glowy, and I think I paid like $28 for this, maybe a little less. It's a great product, really easy to blend. I'm going to blend it out with my Singe Beauty F03, but I like to concentrate it here in this back half of my face, and I like a blush draping, and then I will like slowly blend it in towards the center of my face. You can really sheer these out or you can layer them. They're just such a really beautiful product. It has like the perfect amount of glow. I just really love them. I would love to pick up more shades. You guys know how much I really love blush. And I know that looks like a lot right now, but once I do my eye look and stuff, it will make more sense. Gotta trust the creative process. But I'll use my foundation brush to really blend this out here. But I'm going to add a little more back here. I really like that even though it's a deeper shade, I can make it work on my very light skin tone. And here's the blush. Like I said, I know it looks a little crazy right now, but trust me, it will make sense at the end. But overall, it's a great product and one that I can easily highly recommend. I'm so happy that I picked it up, and I'm thinking about picking up a few more shades during the Sephora sale, but I'm still building my cart at the moment, so I will have to wait and see. But next, I have the REM Beauty Bronzer. This is a satin matte bronzer. I originally bought this in the lightest shade, or the second to lightest, and when I got it, it was like way too light for me. You could barely even see it on my skin, which is crazy because, as you can tell, I do have a very fair skin tone. But I went back and I like swatched them in person, and I ended up picking up the shade, which looks really dark and very orange, but hopefully it will work for me. The other one, it just, I don't know. I feel like the shades, there's not like a good enough variation in my honest opinion, but I'm going to go in with this Farrah blush and contour brush. It is the C30. It's just an angled brush, but I'm going to just concentrate this here. Now it might stick because I have that blush on. I always bronze and or contour my forehead because I have a big ass forehead, but I just like the look of it on me. God knows I have plenty of room to do it on. It's really easy to blend, and I'm enjoying it so far, especially for a powder bronzer. I'm really into like creams right now, like so much, but I really do like this. I've seen very mixed reviews on it. Even though the shade is very deep for me, but it still blends so nicely. I think this is a really good product. I just don't think the shade range is very good. There's not enough like in between shades. But if you can find your shade, I do think it's worth picking up. And now that we're finished with the bronzer, this concealer's had time to set. And I just wanted to show you, it really does crease on me. But again, it's the fine lines. But I just go in and tap it out, and then I'll go in and set it. And then it honestly doesn't crease anymore after it's set. You know how some of them will crease anyway? I don't care how much you set it. This one isn't like that, but I just go in with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake whatever setting powder, and I'm just using this paddle brush from Singe Beauty and just press. I don't really bake. I just set. But next, I want to show you guys the Too Faced Moon Crush Highlighter, and I have the shade Shooting Star. I think this is the first product I've ever tried from Too Faced. I have not, the first face product for sure, but I really like this. I think it's so pretty. The little impression in there is pretty. The highlighter itself is pretty. First, I'm going to go in with some setting spray, and then we'll go in with a highlighter. I'm just using this Laura Geller Speckle Mist. It's got the most fine sprayer on it. The mist is like, you could barely even feel it. It's so nice. But then I'll just go and tap all the powder into my face. It kind of helps everything blend and like merge into the skin, for lack of a better word. Words always escape me. I don't stutter in real life, but for some reason, well, everyday life, I stutter through every video. It is the most annoying thing ever, and I don't know why I keep doing it, but here we are. But I'm going to go in with my Singe Beauty F07C Stuttering, and I'm just going to concentrate this on the high points of the cheeks. This is such a, like, really soft but beautiful highlighter. It adds just that hint of a glow. It's very wet looking. I like to take the side of the brush and just tap it on and then use the end of it to really blend it out. And I like doing my setting spray first because typically I will go back in with more blush to kind of blend the two together. I don't want that like stark line on my face. And there is the highlighter. I'll show you guys an up close and hopefully you'll be able to see it more at the end, but I think it's so pretty. I love it. I'll show you guys a swatch too while I'm at it. I'm really happy I picked this up. I grabbed this one on recommendation from Angelica Nikibus here on YouTube, but it's really pretty. But I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with my ABH lip liner in the shade Muted Mauve. It's my favorite. That's why it's so tiny, but I'll be right back. And I want to show you guys this lip product that's really good. So my lip liner application looks like crap. My lips are like so freaking chapped and it's like grabbing in spots. I'd already spoke about this in a video. I don't remember which video it was, but it is the TYS Beauty Shea Butter Lip Gloss. This is so freaking beautiful. It's so smooth and feels so nourishing, which obviously I need right now. I love this so much. I'd never heard of this brand. I got this in a BoxyCharm, but feels so thin and lightweight and just glossy. And your lips just glide. It's like the best gloss I think I've ever used ever. And it's got this high shine, even though there's no shine in this whatsoever. It's like butter for your lips. It's incredible. I could not recommend it more. It wears like a typical gloss, but if you're into gloss, I think you might really enjoy that product. It's a really good one. But now I want to do a really quick eye look with my Unearthly Cosmetics DEVOUR palette. If you guys didn't know, this is getting ready to come back into stock, and I'm super excited about it. It's one of my favorite palettes in my collection, and for good reason. So I just want to do a quick look with this. I didn't have a new palette to include in this video. I'm going to use my Singe Beauty E06 and go into the shade DEVOUR, and I'm just going to press this along the crease. I just love this palette so much. Any chance I get to use it, I'm so happy. And before, it was kind of hard to mention it because it was out of stock. I didn't think it was coming back. I don't think it was supposed to, but there was such a high demand for it that she's bringing it back. That and the palette from the Dreamer collection. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to use my Singe Beauty E03 to just blend this out. Like I said, this look is going to be really fast, really easy, because this video really isn't about an eye look. This is a really deep matte, but do you see like how well I just really made that more sheer? And it's that shade DEVOUR. I'm going to deepen it up though. Just going to go in with my Singe Beauty E04, and I'm going to run that same shade along the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take that E04 again and just grab a little bit of the shade Carnivore and just press this here in the outer corner. Not a lot, just enough to add a little bit of depth. I really like the look of that. It's really pretty, but now I want to just put some Unearthly glitter glue on the lid, and then I'll add a shimmer. I want to add a little bit of the shade Demolish right here on this outer corner. It's really going to make this eye look a little smoky, which I'm all for that. A little more smoky anyway. Then I want to go in with the shade Trap. That's my favorite shade in this palette. It's so beautiful. It's like a green to pink to like, oh, it's just so pretty. There's so much going on in that shade, but I'm just going to put this everywhere else on the lid. Do you see? Oh. Guys, there's a reason why Unearthly Cosmetics is my absolute favorite brand of all time. It's so freaking good. This shade is worth this whole entire palette. So pretty, but I want to add a little bit of snack. I'm just using I don't know if I showed you, but I'm using a ColourPop pencil brush. I'm just going to add a little of this to the inner corner and just flick it up on the lid. And a little down here as well. Now let's do some mascara. So this one I got from TJ Maxx for $5.99. And I bought it because I say this phrase all the time. But it is the KVD Go Big or Go Home. And I had to buy it. It's a voluminizing mascara. I really love the packaging. I think it's so freaking cute. It says Go Big or Go Home on this side, and then it says KVD Mascara. But I also really like the wand. It is a bigger wand, so if you don't like those, then you will not like this. But the formula is okay. It's not a bad mascara, but it does a little, but not enough. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely not bad. I just am so used to wearing lashes now that I think that really affects my opinion of mascaras. I'm looking for that lash in a mascara, and that's just not going to happen. So I don't think it's very fair of me to really rate a mascara. I mean, I know what a bad mascara is like, and this isn't a bad one, but it's not enough either. But I will go ahead and apply this off camera, and I'll show you what one coat looks like, and then you guys can decide what you think of it. Okay, so this is one coat, and you can see like my lashes. Can you see? Yeah, there you go. My lashes aren't that long, so it does really add a lot of volume in some length. Maybe I was thinking of a different mascara because now that I'm doing it on camera, I actually quite like this. I can also tell you that I have a lot of issues with flaking in my mascara getting under my eye, and I don't have that with this one at all. But let's go ahead and apply it to the lower lash line. Maybe I do like it. It's not bad, but it's still not my favorite. I'm really enjoying right now the Benefit Fan Fast mascara. Really love this one as well. The Tower 28 Make Waves mascara is really good too. Those are my two favorites at the moment. I really like this Give Beauty one for the lower lash line. It just looks so good. It adds so much length, and I really love it for that. I just feel like it does such a great job separating the lashes, but this is what it looks like. Anyways, I'm going to go do the other eye off camera and do some liner, and then I will be right back to talk to you guys about all of the stuff that we talked about in today's video. And here is the finished look. This eye look is everything, but this video isn't supposed to be about the eyeshadow palette, but I wanted to let you guys know the liner I use is the shade Good Reef from ColourPop. Really love that. But I'm going to go through here and I'm going to rank everything but 1 through 5, like 5 stars, and let you guys know how I feel about all of the new stuff that I tried out. Starting with the Polite Society foundation, I give this a 4 stars. I really like this a lot. It's not my like top favorite ever, but it's really close. I really think it's beautiful and it looks good on my more dry skin, but if you have oily skin, I think you will love this even more than I do. But moving on, let's talk about the NYX Proix Stick whatever. I give this a 3.5. It's not a good product in my opinion, especially for someone like me who does have like dark circles and fine lines. This is supposed to be for dark circles, and the concealer that I use, which is a really good concealer, I've used it several times, it did not stick, so I know that it's this product. I will probably be decluttering that in my next declutter. But as for the Yensa Concealer, this gets 5 stars. This is such a great concealer, such a great freaking recommendation. And honestly, I could not thank you enough. I really, really love this. It's very lightweight. It's full coverage. And full coverage for me, this is a gem. I just really, really enjoy it. Then let's talk about the LYS Blush. I love this too. I can't wait to pick up more shades. It kind of doesn't go with the eye look, so I'm probably gonna like top it with something because I have 2 more videos to film after this. But this is such a great blush. It's so beautiful on the skin, and I'm really glad that I picked it up, and I give this one a 5 stars as well. The brow gel also gets a 5 star. This is the best brow gel that I have ever used, and I'm so happy to have it in my collection. When this runs out, I will definitely be picking up the full size. I think it's worth it and highly recommend you guys check it out. As for the TooFaced highlighter, I like more of a like bam in your face kind of highlighter, and this one is a little more toned down, and if you like those, I think you might really enjoy this. But for me, I like a little more than this, so I'm going to give this a 3.5. But this one is better than the ones from Give Beauty that I recently tried, but it's still not my like top favorite. I think my top favorite now is the ones from Rare Beauty and the low light highlighters from Unearthly Cosmetics. Those are really good. Now for the REM Bronzer, this is a really good product. Do I think it's gonna like change my life or be my new favorite? No. I would give this probably a 3.5 as well. I think it's good, but it's the undertones of these are off, and like I mentioned earlier, the shades, there's too many jumps in between the shades, so I had a really hard time finding a shade that really works for me. This shade is a little too deep, it's a little too warm leaning, and I like the more neutral ones, but not exactly cool tone, somewhere in between, if that makes sense. So like I said, I'll give that one about a 3.5. Now the KVD mascara, my thoughts have changed on this. I think this is a really nice mascara. It's really pretty. It added some length, some volume. Will I be adding half lashes after this video for my other 2 videos? Probably, but most likely. But it is a good mascara. If you haven't tried it, it is worth a shot, especially if you can find it at your TJ Maxx or Marshalls. Like I said earlier, I got it for $5.99, which is not bad at all. And lastly, the lip product. I love this so much. This is one of the best glosses I think I've tried. It's up there with my gloss from LYS and my one from Patrick Ta. I just think this is so beautiful, and I highly recommend it. And it gets a 4.5. But that is it. I thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end. Let us know down below if you guys have tried out any of these products and what your thoughts are on them. I love hearing from you guys. Love reading your comments. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. If you haven't subscribed yet, I really hope you will. We got some fun things coming. But until next time, bye.